let's discover and explore AI. And this is going to be your beginning guide and introduction to AI, what AI is, how you can use it, and the future possibilities that you can do with AI. So let's jump into it. Over this, we're going to have 4 different sessions and 4 different videos where we kind of go over these couple different things, which is AI foundations and understanding AI platforms that you can actually use, and practicing using AI. The second thing we're going to go into is content creation, with just image generation and creating images for social media or other marketing purposes or any other purposes. The third thing we're going to go into is AI video and audio. So jumping into content creation with creating video using AI, as well as creating audio using AI. And the final thing that we're going to go into is AI integration and integrating all of this together so you can start making AI work for you in your life or your business. So let's jump into it. So once again, we are going to try to give you an outcome of helping you understand AI, what it is, how to use it. We're also going to jump into the tools that you can use and various AI tools and platforms that are currently out there that you can use. The third thing is we want to give you hands-on experience here. So while you're watching this video, open up another tab on another screen and follow along. Start doing some of these things with us so you can get hands-on experience using AI. If you don't have the option to open up another tab, all you got to do is grab your phone or your device and actually download one of the AI tools that we're going to use from the App Store. Then you can follow along while you're watching this video. And the fourth thing we want to make sure we come out of this and have you come out of this is have a personalized action plan that you can actually implement and start using AI in your life or your business. So what exactly is AI? AI stands for artificial intelligence. It's basically, to sum it up in the most simple way that I can think about, is it's a bunch of computer programs and software that is out there running to do various things, whether it's tasks or come up with summaries or a bunch of other different things. So what exactly can AI do? AI can analyze large amounts of data in seconds. AI can also understand and generate human-like text, images, speech, videos, and much more. So it can basically be your creative partner. AI can also automate repetitive tasks that you currently are doing in your life or business to help streamline your workflows. AI can also personalize experiences based on patterns and behavior. So just like your YouTube or Netflix or Amazon or Hulu has recommendations for you, AI could be inside of that to recommend the best, basically, videos or content to serve to you based on the content that you currently watch, like, and subscribe to. So what can AI not do? AI can't think or feel like a human. It can't replace a human intuition, ethics, and creativity entirely. And it can't make or come out with perfect outcomes. So jumping into it, there are actually 3 types of AI that most people should kind of look at or focus on, or what most people are actually using. So the first one is ANI, which is artificial narrow intelligence. Basically, artificial narrow intelligence is AI that is focusing primarily on one single or some sort of narrow task. It's basically do this, and then it'll give you that same output based on that. So the second thing is AGI, which is artificial general intelligence. Artificial general intelligence is basically AI that is as smart as a human, is the easiest way to kind of break it down. The third AI that you should kind of think about and focus on and where the future is going is ASI, which is artificial superintelligence. This is where AI gets very scary, just because ASI is basically AI that is surpassing what humans can think and actually do. So AI is actually smarter, faster than what us humans can actually think and do. So these are kind of some back ends on kind of what AI is and how it works. It's not necessarily the most important things to focus on, but it's something that I like to actually teach just so people kind of understand on how they're using AI. a lot of the platforms like ChatGPT and other platforms we'll dive into are based off of LLMs, which is large language models. It's basically a computer, once again, that is trained on vast amounts of data, millions to billions to trillions of different data points. And it's that computer is trained off of that to basically be able to take your input and then give you an output based on all of that data that's inside of that LLM. So when you're using AI, there's a lot of things that you should know about. And one of the things is tokens/credits. So depending on what platform you're using, they're going to call it either a token or a credit. Anytime you are asking AI some sort of question or asking it to do something, it's going to take a certain amount of tokens. And then every time it gives you an output as well, or does some sort of task for you, it's also going to take a certain amount of tokens. So if you're on free plans with various AI platforms out there, this might eat up your tokens very quickly. And then that's one way that that platform is going to limit you. Now, if you're on paid plans, you're going to get more tokens or more credits, which allows you to use the AI model more. So breaking it down, tokens are kind of parts and bits of words. So for example, if you have let's go is actually 4 tokens. And 1 token is generally 3/4 of a word. So 100 tokens is roughly about 75 words. So if you type up 75 words into AI, that is going to be about 100 tokens. If it gives you a response that is around 75 words, that's also going to be about 100 tokens. So if you have 200 tokens, let's say, then just by getting that 75 words and giving it that 75 words, you're out of tokens, which might require you to pay more to actually access more tokens or credits. Now, tokens could cost anywhere from a tenth of a penny to multiple cents per token or per 1,000 tokens, I should say. So you always want to be thinking about giving it the best input to get the best output to get your money's worth. Because if you're just giving it random information, you're going to run through your credits and tokens pretty quickly, which is going to make you not be able to use AI, or you're going to have to start paying for more token usage. So moving forward, what are a couple different AI models? There's a couple different AI models, which is your language model, which is kind of like your ChatGPT, your Claude, and your Gemini. There's also image models, which is kind of like DALL-E, Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, and many others. You also have speech models, which is kind of converting speech to text or vice versa. Kind of an example of this is Alexa and Siri with AI built into it. You also have recommendation models like Netflix, Amazon, YouTube. Just like I was saying earlier, those are now using AI to give you recommendations on the content that you might like based on the content you're actually watching. Then you also have AI and vision models, which is kind of like your self-driving cars, where it's using cameras to scan what it's currently seeing through the camera to analyze that and to say, oh, that's a human, oh, that's a sidewalk, oh, that's a car, go around it, etc. So what are some use cases of actually AI? There's many different use cases out there, but a lot of the common ones are content creation, your media production, design assistance, and productivity tools in helping you build workflows and automate workflows. What are kind of some 3 misconceptions about AI? AI is magic. Reality, AI is not magic. It's all just, once again, a sophisticated pattern prediction based on the data that the AI has inside of that LLM, that large language model. Second thing is AI is replacing humans. While this may be true in the future, AI is not fully replacing every single human out there. Now, there are some jobs that are currently being replaced by AI. So it is happening, but it's on a slower, basically, timeline. So right now, it has not fully replaced humans, but in the future, you could see AI fully replace humans in a lot of jobs. Then AI is also plug and play. Reality, a good output with AI requires a good input. So you actually have to know what you're doing, what you're giving it, and give AI the best input to get the best output. It's not just give it something and it's going to give you a full PhD level document or essay or anything like that. So one of the biggest things that you should focus on with AI when you're using it is becoming a prompt engineer. If you give garbage to the AI, it's going to give you garbage. So garbage in, garbage out. You want something good to come out of AI? Make sure you give it data. Make sure you give it something good to get the best output. So what I like to tell people is there's a couple of different things that you should make sure you include when you're chatting with AI. Give it a role, a command, give it a format, and give it some context. So you want to become a prompt engineer if you want the best outputs. So once again, a basic formula is kind of act as a role, create content type about topic for this audience with a tone and style of each one of those blanks. That's where you're going to want to input your data and your information that you're trying to get out based on whatever you're trying to do. So let's go over some weak and some strong prompts just to give you some examples. A weak prompt could be considered as write a bio for me. A strong prompt could be write a professional bio for a female life coach with 10 years of experience specializing in career transitions. Include her certification credentials, compassionate approach, and invitation for a free consultation. Keep it under 150 words with a warm yet authoritative tone. And then you'll also attach their website or any the career certifications credentials into that prompt. So that's an example of kind of a weak and strong prompt. So remember, you want to become a prompt engineer if you want to get the best output when you're using AI. Role, command, format, and context. So a couple quick tips for better AI prompting is be specific. Do not be vague. Go into detail. Give it more detail. The more you give it, the better output that you're going to get. The second thing is define a goal. The third thing is, once again, set the format. Do you want bullet points? Do you want an email draft? Do you want a blog outline? Do you want a social media caption? Do you need a website caption? Or do you need website SEO data? So what do you need? Set the format. The fourth thing is specify the tone or the style, such as like use a fun, upbeat tone with emojis, or make it sound professional and trustworthy, like you're a professional writer. The fifth thing is give it context or give it background. Once again, I'm going to say it a million times, but give it more detail than giving it less detail. The more you give it, the better output you're going to get. Six things, if you need it, set constraints like word count, what platform it's going to be for, lengths, sections, whatever you need, set constraints if you need it. So once again, going into some good prompts versus some bad prompts. Some bad prompts examples could be write a blog, tell me about this business, make a post, help me sell. These all lack direction, detail, purpose, so the AI really isn't going to give you anything good out. So remember that role, command, format, and context. Some good examples could be like act like a professional blog writer, write a 500-word blog for cleaning business owners on how to get more Google reviews, written a friendly, helpful tone based on this website. And when I say this website, that's where I'm actually entering the website URL, because the AI is going to then go and scan that website and learn about that website to give you the better output. That's one little quick tip that I like to do whenever I'm doing something or trying to get an output from AI. I'll attach some sort of resource or website for the AI to go scan and learn more about. So what are some couple of your common AI platforms for text generation? Now, these platforms that we're going to go over are not the only AI platforms out there. There are millions and millions and millions of other AI platforms that you can use, some that are built on their own LLMs, and some use APIs using these platforms. First one's ChatGPT by OpenAI. Second one is Google Gemini by Google, obviously. And the third one is Claude by Anthropic. So moving forward, here we have ChatGPT. So ChatGPT inside of it has a bunch of different capabilities, which is your text generation, DALL-E for your image generation. They have Codex for coding. They have their Sora, which is for video generation. They have an API, which allows you to custom develop AI workflows and AI applications, or other companies be able to access their API to basically build those things for you to use. So what can OpenAI do? Well, it can create content, automate tasks. It can chat and learn with you to answer any questions. It can generate and fix code. It can basically make images from text or videos from text. It can transcribe audio, and they even have their new agent feature within OpenAI that will take tasks for you. So a fun fact about OpenAI, they were one of the first platforms to grow the fastest. They reached 100 million active users in just 2 months after launching the platform. That's pretty crazy. And as I'm filming this video right now, they have about 800 million active weekly users. How crazy is that? That shows you the world is using AI. So just like ChatGPT by OpenAI, the second main one that people are using is Google Gemini. So it's a lot of similar features, and the biggest competitor to ChatGPT. Can do a lot of the same things, creating your content, automating tasks, chat and learn, generate and fix code, as well as it's integrated directly in your Gmail, Google Docs, and other platforms that you're currently using with Google. Google was one of the first platforms to actually have the most token usage, up to 1 million plus token context inside of ChatGPT. So it was one of those first platforms that you could actually give it a ton of information and get a ton of information out of it, with allowing to have so much token usage. The third platform is Claude. So Claude is by Anthropic, and this is another platform that has the ability to process massive amounts of tokens and gets a lot of usage out of it. Just like Claude, ChatGPT, and Gemini, they're all same with creating the content, analyzing text, generating and fixing code, thinking through problems, and answering your information. So these are the three main platforms that people are actually using in AI currently. And then outside of that, there are, once again, millions and millions of other platforms, some that are on their own LLM and some that are using the APIs of Claude, Gemini, and ChatGPT. So what are some other big AI platforms that you could use, that I use, or other people are using out there? First one is Perplexity. The second one is Meta AI, which is directly integrated, which is Facebook's AI. It's integrated in your Facebook and your Instagram. The third one is Grok, which is by X or Twitter, depending on what you want to call it. The fourth one is DeepSeek, which is a Chinese version of all of these platforms. And DeepSeek kind of came out, and they're the ones that also have sped up the AI race and forcing all of these other companies to start launching new features, better features faster, because DeepSeek came out and it was one of the powerful platforms as soon as it drops. These next ones are using the APIs of those platforms like DeepSeek, OpenAI, ChatGPT, Claude. So they're using their APIs, which is Jasper, Poe by Quora, Grammarly, and Notion. Some other cool development platforms that I currently use and have used in the past to actually develop applications, to develop websites, to develop software using AI, just by telling AI what I want, is Replit, Dreamflow, Base44, Bubble, and BuildShip. So I actually have an example of using ChatGPT and Dreamflow that I'm going to show you here really quickly, which shows you the power of AI. So essentially what I did is I went to ChatGPT and told it to build me a prompt to build a certain application. So I have sped up this video because this video is about 22 minutes long, so I didn't want to bore you guys here or spend too much time on it. So I did speed it up so you don't have to sit through that full 22-minute video here. But once again, I went to ChatGPT and told, hey, I want to build this application. Build me a prompt to generate and build this application for me. So I got that prompt out, and then I took it over to Dreamflow, which is powered by Flutterflow, which is a mobile application builder to build mobile and desktop responsive applications. And once I entered that prompt, it's essentially doing just that. And as you'll see here, within the 20-minute video that it took, it actually generated me a full working MVP mobile application that was also desktop responsive. So check it out. How crazy is that? I was able to generate an MVP literally in under 20 minutes just by using AI. So it no longer takes months or years to develop these ideas that you have. using AI, you're able to do it in literally just under an hour. So how crazy is that? This shows you the power of AI, what you can do. I'm literally walking through it here. It built a full working mobile application that is also desktop responsive. How crazy is that? So overall, that's kind of be like the intro to this video and intro to AI. I don't want to keep this too long, but if you have any questions about AI, what platforms to use, how to use it, please comment them below. Also, comment below and let me know what platforms you're using currently for AI and also how you're using it. I want to see what you guys are doing with AI. So any questions you have, what platforms you're using, what you're using it for, drop it in the comments below.